There once lived a man, they called him emperor. He had power, armies, a throne admired by many. But what no one ever saw was the truth. The man who ruled Rome couldn't even rule his own mind. He wrote, not to inspire, but to survive. He wrote because no one around him could understand the war he was fighting, not on the battlefield, but behind his eyes. They called him Stoic, unshakable, untouchable, but they never saw the silence of his nights, the way he stared at the Roman sky and asked, how much truth must I swallow just to appear wise? Each line of Meditations wasn't wisdom, it was a scream, written in a language so calm, no one noticed he was bleeding. He once wrote, you could leave life right now, not as a reminder to live fully, but because even he didn't know why he still stayed. Surrounded by statues, silent, perfect, but dead. He sat on a throne and felt like a guest. Like a man acting in a play written by someone else. So he kept writing, not for the world, but so he wouldn't forget who he was, in a world that already decided who he should be. Control your thoughts. Accept what you can't change. He wrote these lines, not as truth, but as hope, that maybe he wasn't already broken. History calls him wise. Rome calls him a philosopher king. But if you read between the lines, you'll find just a man. Not unshakable, but someone who knew, if he fell, no one would catch him. And so, he kept writing, not to be remembered, but to keep himself from disappearing. Every morning, he rose before the sun, not to welcome the day, but to outrun it, so sadness wouldn't arrive first. He walked the palace halls, avoiding voices, avoiding himself. Senators praised him, soldiers saluted, statues of his face stood across the empire. But he knew, not one of them had ever seen the face he hid beneath the name Marcus Aurelius. In his private chamber, just a wooden table, an oil lamp, and a blank page. And there, he poured something unspoken, the exhaustion of being wise. Do good, he wrote. But how long can a man keep doing good before he's tired of being good? He watched his people, starving, rebelling, dying from plague, and he asked, does strength still matter if the world never gets better? He prayed sometimes, but never for miracle. Don't expect the best from the world, Marcus. Just hope you're strong enough to carry its worst. From all the pages he wrote, all the wisdom that filled books read centuries later, only one truth remained. I don't write because I know. I write because I'm afraid I'll forget. Within his writings was not a king, not a philosopher, not a god, but a man who only wanted to be free from himself. And sometimes, writing is the only way to stay alive. If you've ever felt like the world expects you to be strong, even when you're not even healed, then maybe you're not alone. Here, we don't always look for answers. Sometimes we just want the silence to feel understood. So if these words found something inside you, you know where to return. Subscribe,